Well, hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel. This is Awakened Healings with Jess. Um, for those of you who are unfamiliar with me, I am an emerging shamanic practitioner, and I give weekly energy reports for the collective, and those are general readings. They're usually general healing messages for those of you who are just looking for some specific advice or guidance on how to navigate a situation, or just looking for the overall energy of what the week is going to bring. But this reading is specifically for you all. This is an energy report for the month of April. And I shall be doing another one mid-month to sort of check in with you and see how things are going and see where you're at, okay? So for those of you who are unfamiliar with me or you're new to my channel, I will be doing a 5-card spread, if I can shuffle these correctly. 5-card spread using the Osho Zen Tarot deck. And after we have taken a look at what the 5-card spread has for you, I always like to pull another 5-card spread with the Untamed Oracle deck. And that's really cool because what that does is it helps us identify where the synchronicities are, where the dualities are in the messages. And it's just a nice way to confirm and clarify what messages are meant for you and what it is that came out in the first reading and sort of what all that means. Crowning over that, I will do a 3-card spread from the Shamanic Oracle deck. And what that means is that based upon what we get in the 2 readings, we're probably going to be left with questions and probably wanting more clarification and advice. So the Shamanic Oracle card decks are really incredible advice cards. And you'll see why. You'll see what I mean. They really come in and sort of help answer or advise you on where it is that you need to go or what it is that you need to do regarding what came out in your reading. So okay, so we're going to get started here. The center of the reading for you representing yourself is change. This is the 10 card. 10s usually signify ending of cycles or perhaps a new beginning, but definitely the change, and it's the wheel of change. So I feel like this is synonymous with the Wheel of Fortune card in the tarot deck, regular tarot deck. Let's see, you also have success, healing, moment to moment, and comparison. Okay, so a lot of reversals here, and that just sort of tells me, Virgos, that you all are internalizing a lot right now, and maybe having some internal conflict, or you're sort of within yourselves. Bottom of the deck here is the dream, and this came up reversed. So the dream here tells us is that it's a woman who is dreaming about a romance, who is dreaming about a relationship, perhaps her twin flame or soulmate. But what this card comes in to remind us, and this is the 6 of water, so 6 of cups. When this card comes in, it tells us we have to be able to fulfill ourselves internally. We are responsible for our own happiness, our own self-fulfillment, our own joy. We cannot rely on that external relationship or that romantic partner to complete us, to make us feel whole. If we're doing that, then all we're going to do is call in the wrong type of relationship. We're going to call in people who are emotionally unavailable, or perhaps something that's codependent, and that's not what it is that we want. So when this card comes in, the dream, came in reverse, but I'm going to hold it upright. This is telling you all, Virgos, you have to find a way to become self-sufficient and self-sustaining in your own personal happiness and joy and satisfaction. Because once your cup is full and is overflowing, then you can serve others from your overflow. You have to love yourself first before you can love others. You can't expect others to fill that gap and void for you. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. That's sort of the overall energy of what's going on here for your reading. Again, you have the change card. It's a 10 card, came up upright, so you're definitely going through a cycle. A cycle is ending and a new one is beginning, which is right on time because right now we are in Aries season, and Aries just started last Wednesday. So we are starting a new phase, new energy, which is fire. We just exited Pisces, which is water energy. We also had a full moon last week, and that is talking about, it was a Libra. It was the full moon in Libra, and Libra represents relationships. So perhaps this is not a coincidence. It came up reversed. Perhaps you're thinking about your relationships. Perhaps your relationships are out of balance and you're depending upon your partner or your person to fill you up. Okay. So there are some successes in your life. You have the Six of Fire. It came up reverse. But let's showcase it upright. So when success comes in, it seems like you all are doing really well for yourselves, Virgo. You're ending a cycle and starting a new one, so lots of cool changes. But with that, you're also seeing some successes. Just know that successes can be short-lived and they're only temporary. So bask in the joy of them right now while you can. Remain humble and grounded, but enjoy the recognition, enjoy the rewards. This is a great moment for you all. But don't let it get to your head, you know, just stay balanced. Next you have healing, and it came reversed. Okay. Healing in this card is the King of Water. Okay, so like the King of Cups in the regular tarot. So it looks like some of you all are dealing with some internal, perhaps some internal wounds. Perhaps this change that is either ending or beginning is bringing about emotional conflict. The will of change is always constant, and how you deal with change will determine how successful you are on the outcome. Don't resist your emotions that want to come up at this time. There's a lot of water energy here. A lot of water symbolizes a lot of personal emotions. Allow them to flow. Allow yourself to be in your feelings. And allow yourself to heal. Perhaps some of you are dealing with core wounds. And usually core wounds stem from your childhood. So it's old childhood wounding that needs to be clarified. When you're dealing with those wounds, you need to go to the root. Identify the root of that wound. What caused it? If you don't fix the root, then you won't really truly fix the wound. And the next time you go through a cycle of change, the lesson that this change is trying to teach you will be repeated again if you don't properly address your emotional issues, your emotional problems, your emotional wounding, your core wounding, okay? So dig deep right now, Virgo. Get honest with yourself. Identify what your core issues are, because these came up reversed, so this is dealing with you. It's not dealing with an external factor. Maybe you want to project some of these problems and issues onto other people or other places, but that's just misplaced emotions. That's just misplaced anger. That's just misplaced sadness. You have to take responsibility and ownership for your own healing. Okay? And you gotta get honest with yourself. What happened? What caused that childhood wound? What caused that core wound? What is the root? When you find out the root, then this becomes upright, and you will no longer have to repeat a karmic cycle. Okay? So you've got to do the work, Virgos. It's hard work, but there are lots of avenues and resources out there for you. If there is something psychological here, I highly recommend seeking help through a professional. Maybe getting that type of professional help to really dig deep and identify with what that is. Possible outcome is moment to moment. This is the two of rainbows. And what this card is talking about is that it's requiring you to stay present. Stay firmly present right here, right now. Don't look towards the past. The past has nothing there for you anymore, Virgo. I feel like this change that's coming through has brought up a lot of emotions for you, and that you're really dealing with heavy emotions. And it may be comfortable for you to look in the past, to stay in the past, and to be in the past, but that's no longer serving you. I'm going to turn this upright so I can fully explain it. Moment to moment means your future has not yet solidified. You have a man who is in complete balance and harmony with where he is in this present moment. He can care less of what he left in the past. He can really care less as to what he is moving towards in the future. He is just happy to be in that moment. Your future is crystallizing. That's being represented by a series of transparent buildings, a series of transparent cityscape that is forming in the background. And these stepping stones are not fully connected. They're sort of here and sort of there. But this man could care less. He is going to move forward regardless, with full blind faith and trust in the universe, that the universe will rise up to meet him. And it is. The universe is rising up to meet him. Virgos, this is what you need to be doing right now. It came up reversed, so that is telling me that you all are not trusting. You do not have full blind faith and trust in the universe to meet you. Okay? But the minute you become into alignment, the minute that you believe and trust, your future will crystallize. And it is crystallizing, okay? It's just that right now, at this exact moment today, things are uncertain. So don't let that freak you out. Virgo, you guys are planners. You all love your routine. You love to have things set just so. You like stability. This is a very unstable moment for you, okay? Very unstable with the change and with the uncertainty. This may be really rattling your cages, Virgos, but it's all good. This is a learning process. It's a growing process. It's a healing process, okay? A lot is being asked of you right now. But most importantly, do not compare yourself to others, okay? This is coming up. It's the Five of Clouds, which is the Five of Swords. And in comparison, this card talks about how many of us want to compare our progress to someone else. This could be done in a work situation. This could be done in a friendship situation. It could be done anywhere and anywhere. You know, maybe you're like, I don't feel pretty enough. Look at her. Or, I'm not handsome enough. Look at him. Look at his big old muscles. Okay, big deal. Doesn't matter. Good for them. Focus on you, okay? This wheel of change is happening for you. And this change is personal to you. It doesn't involve anybody else. It may impact and affect your relationships with other people, but how you respond to this change will determine how you come out of it. So, Virgos, no more self-comparing with other people. The only person you need to be comparing yourself is with yourself. Use yourself as a measuring stick. Look at how far you've come. You know, be proud of the work that you've done. This is a pretty big change. I mean, it's a major arcana card. It's a 10 card. And a lot is being asked of you here. So, you know, don't overanalyze. Don't do that. I know Virgos you all tend to, you know, get stuck in your mind because you all are natural analysts. You like facts, you like details. And, you know, I could see where you would want to measure yourself just so that way you know, because that's data. But right now, again, just use yourself as that measuring stick, okay? That's the best thing that you can do right now. If not, you're going to drive yourself nuts. Okay. So I am pulling a 5-card spread. This is the Untamed Oracle deck for you. And I like to use these as a way to sort of check in with what it is that we received in the first reading, and also use these as a set of clarifying cards. I often find that some really cool, interesting messages come through that complement or add to what it is that we're seeing in the first deck, okay? So a lot of these are coming face down, so I don't know what they are. So it's gonna be a surprise. Okay, bottom of the deck is Rhoda. Okay, this is Wheel of Fortune in the regular tarot deck, and Rhoda came up reversed. So when Wheel of Fortune comes in for us, it is talking about fated opportunities, fated happenings. This is all about fate, but it's reversed. So there's a lot of resistance here, Virgo, okay? A lot of your cards are coming up reversed for this reading, which suggests a lot of internalization, internal conflict, which can have a blocking effect to whatever it is you're trying to manifest and whatever it is that you're trying to call into your life, okay? But that's why you're here. That's why you stopped by my channel, is to receive the messages that you need to receive in order to clear these blocks, in order to move forward and to hopefully help you make some decisions, okay? At the center of your reading is fire, and this is coming up reversed, okay? Fire right now symbolizes action, determination. It's a time of doing. Right now we're in Aries season, so astrologically speaking, the energy is to go, is to do. And this is coming over, this is the first card of the reading, so it's centered to you, and it's right there with your change, okay? So this is happening now. You're going through this change now, and it is, you have the fire energy under you that is helping you move through this change, okay? And this fire, tap into your fire energy, because this will give you the courage to weather the storm. This will give you the courage to heal these core wounds. This will give you the courage to deal with the uncertainty of your situation now, because I think right now you're being asked to tap into your fire energy, your courageous, your courage. Next up is faith. It came up reversed. Don't lose faith, Virgos. Please don't lose faith. This is a card for you. Let me show it upright. A lot of earth energy here, which should be resonating with a lot of you. I mean, you all are earth signs. You all have a lot of feminine energy. It's a beautiful energy that you all have, Virgos. The faith card shows a beautiful forest right up on top. You have the ground, but right below, look at all this. Deep roots just extending as far as they can go. Grounded, heavy, heavy, heavy grounded energy. And this is something that you're going to need right now for you all to navigate this transition period, is to get grounded within yourselves, but most importantly, to maintain the faith. Okay? It is the faith, but it came up reversed. Virgos, don't lose sight of who you are, where you've been, what you've accomplished, and where you're going. Have faith that the universe is fully supporting you, that they are carrying you to the next place that you're meant to be. They are up-leveling you, okay? And trust that when you look deep into your shadows of your healing to identify that core wound, just trust in that process. It may be a little bit hard and difficult, but allow your emotions to flow. Some of you may be feeling a little bit restricted. This came up reversed. I'm going to show it upright so you can see what the image is. Okay? This is a skull. Probably, it's hard to say what the animal is. But it feels like a lot is clinging to this particular skull. And it is restriction. So maybe some of you are feeling like you're stuck. Maybe this cycle, it's creating a state of confusion for you all, and you just probably don't know which way to go or what to think or what to do, And it is creating this sort of, constriction type, this restriction type feeling. But just know that it's internalized, and you can shift your thinking anytime you want, Virgos, okay? Just keep your end goal in sight. That's really the best way to do it, is understand what it is that you're trying to achieve, what it is that you're trying to call into your life, and what it is that you're trying to manifest. Focus on your passions. Your passions came up reversed. It's the hummingbird. Hummingbird energy is fantastic for you all right now. Upright. When you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling restricted, think about your passions. What is it that excites you, Virgos? What is it that you're trying to work on? What is it that you're trying to call in? Maybe some of you, Virgos, you all are very nurturing people. You all can be very creative. Some of you may be starting new businesses. Some of you may be starting new endeavors, a new creative project. Some of you may be doing something that's going to require you to show up in a different way. And maybe that's where the restriction is coming from, because you don't know how to do it yet. The answers haven't really been revealed to you just yet. But honestly, focus on your passions. This energy is what's going to get you through the cycle of change. And this will help restore your faith. Because hummingbird is a very determined little bird. They can just zigzag anywhere they want, and they fly far distances for the migration. And they're tiny little creatures, but they can be extremely territorial and feisty. So when the hummingbird comes in, this is telling you to tap into your inner strength, your inner wisdom, your inner tenacity, and to not give up. Tap into your passions. Stay focused on your passions, because your passions is what's going to carry you through this cycle. It's going to bring you towards your abundance. You have the abundance card. It came up reversed. Let's talk about this, Virgos. In order for you all to come into your truth, come into your power, and to manifest the lives that you all really want, you have to remove the blockages, okay? I'm seeing that all over your reading. It feels like this change is doing a number on you. A lot of internal turmoil, a lot of internal anguish. I feel like the challenge for you is that you want to look externally for the answers. You want to either have your soulmate or twin flame fill you up with love, fill you up with happiness, fill that gap that's in your heart. I also feel that you're potentially afraid of doing the core work, going into your core wounds and identifying the root. So I think it's easier just to misplace the blame or displace it elsewhere, but you can't do that. You can't do that because you're blocking your abundance. Okay? Came up reversed. You're blocking your abundance, Virgos. It's right there for you all to take, okay? Your passions and your abundance, it's all there. You all are losing faith. Keep the faith, okay? Right now, I'm hoping that you're seeing that there needs to be a mind shift for you all. Lots of things are going on internally, and it's best when you can take responsibility for those emotional shifts. Because once you take responsibility for what's going on inside you, you can start to course correct, and you can start to get in total alignment with the divine, with your spirit guides and your guardian angels. Don't be afraid to ask for help, Virgos. Seriously. Tap into your inner intuitions, your psychic powers. Reach out to the divine, ask for help. And if you need the extra help, If you're dealing with something major like psychological issues or whatnot and you feel like you need professional help, go get that help. Seriously, it will certainly help you. It will help you deal with the changes that you're going through, and it will bring you into alignment so you can attract the passions that you want and attract the abundance that you deserve. Okay, Virgo? So let's do, got all kinds of cards, we'll take those. Got all kinds of cards that came out for you. For the shamanic oracle reading, I always do 3. And what these are intended to do is to give you the medicine and advice that will help perhaps answer some of the questions that came out of the 2 previous readings, okay? Interesting. You definitely have to get grounded. You got the tree of life, and that is an oak. I just want to show this to you real quickly because you also had the faith card, and we talked about the deep roots. I'm going to show the faith upright. Remember how the faith was the forest with all those roots just extending down? Well, here's the mighty oak. Okay, the mighty oak. The mighty oak is mighty for a reason because its roots are deeply, deeply rooted within the earth. Okay, and they grow and they grow and they grow, and they can withstand some tremendous storms, and it's very difficult to overturn an oak. So right now you're being invited to tap into your earth energy, which Virgos, you are earth energy. So really tap into that, get grounded, and tap into the energy of the oak tree, Virgos. That's what's really needed for you all right now, okay? So before we start, bottom of the deck is the drum, okay? And the drum is a very spiritual tool in shamanism, and that's what we use to go into our trance-like states, to journey to the upper, middle, and lower worlds in order for us to obtain prophecies and answers to what it is that we're seeking or to help others. The drum comes in tonight to tell you need to tune into the rhythm of your life. Identify what that rhythm is and flow with it, okay? Because I think that's going to help bring you into alignment, especially with all this change that's going on in your lives, Virgos. So, the tree of life, we've already talked about it, and it's basically just saying get grounded and become that mighty oak. And the invitation for you all, I like to read these because I want to make sure that you all get the right message and the right essence. So the invitation here is to find health and balance in your life. Reflect on how you dance with your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings. If you are too much in your thinking head or in a world of fantasies and daydreaming, connect more with your roots and physical body. Virgo, you all are naturally very analytical, and you spend a lot of time in your thinking head. So listen up here, okay? This is telling you that it is time for you to connect more with your roots and your physical body. So just get out of your head. Go do something physical. Go work out. Go for a walk. Do some yoga. Just kind of let go, okay? Let it go. If you're caught in mechanical doing and you are feeling stuck, not able to imagine a better life for yourself, open yourself to be inspired by the heavens. So maybe, Virgo, that's what some of you all are doing. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you're not really able to see a better way of life. Maybe you're not able to really dream or imagine. But just tap into what it is that you're passionate about. And that's coming up for some of you. There is a passion that you're thinking about, but it's not coming in correctly because it's blocked, okay? So the tree of life is telling you to let go, get out of your head, and to open up your mind. Let your roots and your branches be aligned with your heart's longings. So yeah, it's tapping into your heart, Virgo. Getting out of the mind, but tapping into your heart. What does your heart desire? What are you passionate about? What is it that you want to call into your life? Is it a love relationship? Is it a new career field? Maybe you want to exit your field that you're in and go somewhere else. Maybe it's a new job opportunity. Maybe it's a new fitness regimen. Maybe it's a new blog. Maybe it could be anything. I mean, the sky's the limit for you all. So just think about where it is that you are and what it is that you want to do. But there's a lot that you all are internalizing right now. Next up is the lower world. Okay? And I kind of talked about the 3 worlds that shamans believe in. And the lower world holds the hidden treasures of humanity. It's a place of rich and fruitful darkness where we can find the disowned parts of ourselves and the abandoned aspects of our psyches. The lower world is the place of our ancestors where we discover the gifts and lessons from the past. Where we discover, it is the realm of the collective unconscious. Here we can meet our demons and transform them into pure energy, our source of personal power. Okay, so this came up reversed for you all. And the medicine here for the lower world. Okay. Are you one of those people who do not like to face the past? Now your past is calling to be acknowledged, to be heard, and to be embraced. The only way to become unstuck is to honor everything that has transpired in your life. Reflect on the lessons learned and move on. So I think this wheel of change that's coming in for you, Virgo, is creating a lot of turmoil and stress because it's bringing up things from the past. You have to deal with the past, you have to honor it, and you have to learn those lessons. If you don't learn those lessons, they will be repeated again as karmic lessons in this next cycle, okay? If you don't want to repeat what happened to you, you've got to do the work, you've got to do the healing. If you bear witness to your past and learn its lessons, it will stop haunting you. What did I just say? As you embrace its gifts, you will recover a missing part of your soul. Okay, Virgo, seriously. Yeah, it's all about healing yourself, healing those core wounds and moving past. Recognize the past, honor it, head nod towards it, but you don't want to repeat those lessons again. Especially if they were hard and painful ones. But you've got the magic card coming up. So, this magic card is really interesting. I'll show it upright. It did come in reverse for you all. But the magic represents the infinite intelligence of Great Spirit that makes up the fundamental fabric of the universe. We experience the evidence of this magic through synchronicity or meaningful coincidence. Okay? Have you forgotten that you live in a world that is infused with magic? I think so. Perhaps you've become cynical and think you have to create your life all by yourself and no help from others. It's time to remember your relationship to Source, and in this case, Source is divine energy, it's the universal power or God or however you want to describe that higher power, but in this case they're using Source. It's time to remember your relationship to Source, for you are a part of the story of the world, a living spark of spirit living on earth for this short time as an emissary of light. If you look back over your life, you will find many instances in which your actions alone were not the cause of out-of-the-blue coincidences that led you to that new relationship, job, or other important moment in your journey. So how do you stay in this awareness? The answer is simple. If you can be as a little child in cultivating that wondrous curiosity, you will see the magic again and be amazed. Remember, magic is real and in everything. So Virgo, tap into your inner child. Approach life with a new sense of curiosity, a new sense of wonderment, and I think that will help disperse some of this heavy energy that you may be feeling. You got to get grounded. You have the tree of life with you. But I think if you tap into your inner child and approach life with new childlike wonderment, you will find these passions, okay? You will be able to tap into that. And you'll be able to harness that to bring in abundance. But right now those are blocked, okay? It's all mindset, okay? Yeah, you can certainly control all that. You got to do the work. You got to go within and, just figure out where those blockages are, all right? And once you do that, world's your oyster, Virgos. It really is. So next up, I'm pulling a couple of cards from the Pure Love Oracle deck. I will pull 2 cards for the Divine Masculine. And I'll pull 2 cards for the Divine Feminine. Okay. Oh my God. Very interesting, you guys. We have some synchronistic messages coming through. It's almost as if a conversation is happening right now for the masculines and feminines. I just need to pull one more card for the feminine, and then I shall reveal what these messages are. One more card, please, for the feminine. This one wanted to come out too, and we'll take it. Okay? Wow. Whew, getting a little bit emotional. So what masculine would like to share with his feminine is, I forgive you, but I am not open to love right now. Okay? What feminine would like to share to her masculine, we should probably do it this way. This is the third one that came out. Is, please forgive me. I am sending you love right now. And I miss you. Interesting messages. It's interesting that the feminine is expressing that she is requesting forgiveness from her masculine. And masculine is telling her that he does forgive her, but he's not open to love right now. And she's telling him that she's sending him love right now and that she misses him. So I'm getting the sense right now that there are a lot of you who are out of union with your twins and soulmates. That something happened. That there was a separation. I don't know if this is a complete separation. Perhaps it's a pause. But your masculine right now, feminine, is not open to love right now, okay? So my advice here is to just allow him the space that he needs to work through whatever issues it is. I don't know what it is that caused the union to separate. It looks like, just based upon the messages, feminines, that you did something or said something to cause the separation, and you're seeking his forgiveness. And he does forgive you. He just can't be in union with you right now, feminines. But continue to send him love and light and let him know where you stand. But I don't know how long you all have been out of union and been in separation. Feminines, it may be worthwhile to ask or to have a conversation with him about what he's feeling and if there is a potential future for you two. He's not open to love right now, so his heart chakra is completely shut down. It is blocked. He's not saying that he doesn't love you, feminines. He's just saying that he's not open to love right now. So it sounds like he just needs his space. And I don't know what that means. Maybe he just needs time to be alone, time to be out of communication with you. You could probably ask him to see what that means and what he needs, and then give it to him. if that's something that you're interested in doing. But I don't think all is lost here. It feels like a pause, okay? And maybe when the conditions are better, then you all can have a heart-to-heart discussion to figure out where you all stand and what it is that you want to do. Can you recover and move forward and create a beautiful and loving relationship? Or is this the end of the road and it's time to fully separate and go your separate ways? Right now, this is a pause. That's the energy I'm getting right here. Feminine's will give him that space that he needs and see what comes out of it, okay? I always like to end my readings with the Nature's Whispers Oracle. They're always an uplifting set of cards, beautiful card deck with very positive and uplifting messages. So I'm trying to pull one to see if one will come out. But while I'm shuffling, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe if this message resonated with you, Virgos. I really hope that it did. I really hope that you enjoyed my style and really enjoyed the shamanic messages coming through for you. I will be checking in with you in the middle of the month. Please feel free to comment below. Let me know what it is you're working on. Let me know what it is that resonated with you and where you're at in your journey. Please keep in touch. Okay, so separate and take the top. Clear endeavor. Okay. So this is telling you to get clear with where it is you're going and what it is that you want, okay? Just get clear. And once you're clear with yourself, everything will come into alignment and you will manifest everything that you desire, Virgos, okay? So best of luck to all of you. This is a lot going on here, a lot of internalization, a lot of internal emotions. Some of you are in separation with your twins. There's a lot of love here still. So don't give up on that, okay, Virgos? All right, lots of luck to you. I'll see you in the middle of the month. Take care. Bye-bye.